Today I explored DuPont State Forest to check off 3 more waterfalls from the Carolina Mountain Club 100 Waterfall Challenge. The first of these 3 was only half a mile from the parking area. This is High Falls. At first I thought this is the closest you could get to the waterfall, and I was pretty disappointed that it was fenced off, but there is a side trail that takes you down to the bottom of the falls just a little further. It rained this morning, so some of the rocks were quite a bit slippery. My last pair of trail runners were the Ultra King MTs, and they had amazing grip. When they wore out, I got the Timps to replace them because my local outdoor store didn't have the King MTs, and I'm a bit disappointed. They're not quite as comfortable, though they do still have the wide toe box, which is nice. But the biggest issue is they seem to be lacking a lot of grip compared to the King MTs. I ended up taking my shoes off to walk across the slick rocks as I felt I had more control barefoot. There were more people here than I would have expected on a Monday morning. I usually start my long runs or hikes fairly early to avoid crowds, but due to some plans later in the day, which will be in my next video, I got a later start than normal. The next waterfall is Triple Falls. This also has a roped off section around the middle, and if you go further you can hike to the base. The best view of this falls is actually on the way down to it though. This seems to be the only place you can see the whole thing at once. And once again, I took off my shoes to have better grip. Since I had a long day planned, I wanted to make sure I was getting in some calories roughly every hour. Today I brought untapped maple with me. My favorites are the salted cocoa syrup and the chai waffle. Chai is one of my top favorite flavors. The final waterfall of the day was Bridal Veil Falls. This was the longest section of the trails I followed for the day, and unfortunately it was a lot of gravel roads. There was this nice covered bridge along the way though. It looks out over the top of High Falls. As I got closer to Bridal Veil Falls, I went from the gravel road to the lush green single track of North Carolina that I know and love. Bridal Veil Falls is another one that's really hard to get a total view of. I decided to go off to the side to try to hike up along the rocky edge of the falls where it's dry. And the shoes came off for the third time. It was still a bit difficult to get a view of the whole thing at once. Let me know in the comments down below which of these three is your favorite. I have a habit. I don't know if it'd be considered a good habit or a bad habit, but it's a strong habit. Whenever I'm out running or hiking or biking, if I see a cool mushroom, I have to stop to take a picture. And I made it almost all the way back to the parking lot today without stopping to take a picture of the mushroom. And then I took 4 within half a mile. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to be always adventuring.